Welcome, citizens, to City Insider, your definitive source for all the latest Manchester City news, analysis, and updates. Don't miss a single moment. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay truly in the know. Pep react on Ryan Cherki debut. Cherki completed his move to the Etihad earlier this month for a reported fee of £34 million after a thrilling campaign in France with Lyon. He played for the first time in City Blue on Wednesday evening against Moroccan outfit Wydad Casablanca in the revamped tournament taking place across the US this month. Phil Foden opened the scoring in the opening minutes with Cherki starting the game in Philadelphia. The opening half largely passed the Frenchman by. However, struggling to impose himself while occupying the No. 8 position ahead of fellow summer signing Tijjani Reinders. Tasked with feeding Savinho, Jeremy Doku and Omar Marmoush in the City attack, Cherki struggled to find space to work his magic, pressed into errors by the opposition. The France international managed just 22 touches of the ball during his time on the pitch, losing it 10 times more than any other City player before he was replaced by Erling Haaland on the hour mark. Cherki announced himself in style this week by vowing to kill Manchester United when City and their neighbours collide in the new Premier League season, with his meek debut mocked by rival supporters on social media. "Cherki, you should be embarrassed with this performance," one fan wrote, with another who was left unimpressed commenting, "Cherki stinker and wrecked after 60 minutes on his debut." One more sympathetic observer noted, "Cherki just overdoing it tbh, which is common for a debut. It'll come." Cherki, and fellow new arrival Reinders, will both be tasked with filling the void left by Kevin De Bruyne, who has signed for Napoli after a decade in Manchester. Speaking after the match, Guardiola admitted De Bruyne will be difficult to replace, but pointed out Cherki's qualities despite failing to catch the eye in very tough conditions on his debut. "Of course, Kevin is difficult to replace, we know that," Guardiola said in his post-match press conference. "For the quality that he has, there is no doubt about that. But at the same time, the club decided on Ryan. He has incredible skills close to the box, an incredible vision and pass. He has many things. Today was just the first game in very tough conditions, but I am really pleased that he is here." Guardiola added in an interview with DAZN, "Tijjani Reinders played very well. Ryan Cherki had good moments. Everyone has to get to know us and see what happens." Man City plan to sign Donnarumma. According to a report by Team Talk, Gianluigi Donnarumma is the subject of interest from Manchester City. The Premier League giants are scouring the market for a goalkeeper heading into the summer transfer window amid uncertainty surrounding Edison Moraes' long-term future. So, the Paris Saint-Germain mainstay has emerged as a target for the citizens. The Premier League giants have already submitted an inquiry to sign the former AC Milan shot-stopper, and they are planning a formal move to take him to the Etihad in the summer transfer window. However, Donnarumma has already insisted that he wants to prioritise staying at PSG beyond the summer transfer window. Gianluigi Donnarumma has been one of the most highly rated goalkeepers in the world for nearly a decade. The 26-year-old broke into the first-team squad at AC Milan as a teenage sensation before going from strength to strength at the Serie A club. However, he left the Rossoneri as a free agent in July 2021, joining PSG in a Bosman move. The Italian international has turned out over 150 times thus far for PSG while keeping 52 clean sheets and conceding 152 goals. Meanwhile, Donnarumma's exploits for PSG have not gone unnoticed, capturing the attention of several high-profile clubs across Europe. Manchester City will be among the prospective suitors vying for his signature in the summer transfer window. Manchester City's interest in Gianluigi Donnarumma is understandable. The citizens are keen on reinforcing their goalkeeping unit in the summer transfer window amid uncertainty surrounding Edison Moraes' long-term future. With the Brazilian international a target for European clubs and Saudi Pro League outfits, a summer departure is possible. So, Manchester City must scour the market for a goalkeeper, with Donnarumma emerging as a viable target. The Premier League giants have already submitted an inquiry over a possible summer deal, and they are planning a formal move to take the former AC Milan stopper to the Etihad in the summer transfer window. However, convincing Donnarumma to leave PSG may be a tall order for Manchester City, as he is keen on staying at Parc des Princes beyond the summer transfer window. So, it will be interesting to see what the future holds for the 26-year-old Italian international. Tottenham weighing up move for Jack Grealish. Tottenham Hotspur have been named as a potential destination for the Manchester City midfielder Jack Grealish. The 29-year-old has struggled for regular game time at Manchester City, and he is expected to be on the move this summer. According to a report from Court Offside, Tottenham are one of the clubs keen on securing his signature. They could use more depth in the final third, and the 29-year-old is certainly capable of operating in multiple roles. He can slot into the wide areas as well as the central attacking midfield role. Grealish will help create goal-scoring opportunities for his teammates and look to find the back of the net as well. He has not been at his best since leaving Aston Villa, and he will be desperate to get back to that level. He was regarded as one of the finest playmakers in the Premier League during his time at the West Midlands club. He is the fourth most expensive Premier League signing of all time, and it remains to be seen whether Tottenham bring out the best in him. Manchester City are unlikely to be able to demand a premium for him. His performances have been mediocre, and he is not a key player for them. Clubs will be hoping to sign him for a knockdown price this summer. It remains to be seen whether Tottenham can sign him for a reasonable amount of money. He is still very much at the peak of his powers, and he could be an asset for the North London club if they manage to help him regain his form and confidence. It will be interesting to see how the situation develops. The midfielder will be desperate to get his career back on track with regular game time, and a move to the North London club would be ideal for him. They could provide him with the platform to fight for trophies and compete in the Champions League. Kyle Walker agrees Everton deal. Walker, who currently earns £180,000 a week with Man City, has had a legendary career in the Premier League with 6 titles alongside a Champions League trophy and several domestic trophies. But his experience is now his greatest asset, and David Moyes is looking to bring in some added quality after allowing Ashley Young to depart at the end of his contract this summer. Walker, who has been described as world-class, is keen to continue playing regularly in order to be part of Thomas Tuchel's England squad for the 2026 World Cup next summer, and he believes that a move to Everton will allow him to do that. Everton still need to agree terms with Man City over a permanent deal, although it's not expected to be difficult to do with all parties agreed that an exit is the best option. It has been mentioned that Walker could just sign on a 12-month loan deal to see out the remainder of his contract, which would allow Everton to avoid paying a transfer fee. Premier League rivals Fulham were also interested in a deal for Walker, but they balked at the total package it would cost, and Everton are now likely to be unopposed in their quest to seal the transfer. Moyes has the backing of new owners the Friedkin Group to rebuild the Everton squad and is expected to be provided with the funds to do so, with the team expected to be strengthened all over the pitch. That wraps up another episode of City Insider. We hope you enjoyed diving deep into the latest Manchester City news with us. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow Blues, and most importantly, subscribe to City Insider and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update.